Okay, so after getting just barely 3 frames of animation done, those being this one and this one and this one that I'm working on, I am very exhausted. And in the description of the playlist, it just basically sums it all up. Animating is very exhausting, very time consuming, but very worth it in the end. I don't just animate purely for the hope of getting an animation job one day. I animate just for fun, and because I'd like to see where this takes me. I've always wanted to be a scientist growing up, but my mind thought otherwise. I saw. Well, actually, you know what? This is the perfect time to talk about Disney movies. Now, the first Disney movie I ever saw was unironically Cinderella, and I love I love boys and girls movies growing up. So that movie was actually pretty cathartic for me. But what really brought me in was like the way that the characters were drawn and like the smoothness of it all. Even as like a 5-year old back in 1995, I was like, "Whoa, so cool!" Oh wait, no. Oh my god, 1998. I keep getting that wrong. But yeah, even back in like 1998, about like 30 freaking years after it came out, I was like, "Whoa, my gosh, that's so cool." And then that just inspired me to animate. My first animation was way back in 2001 on a flipbook, like a flipbook style guide thing. I think it was from Rocket Power, something like that. But I do remember it being from Nickelodeon. That one's for certain. But yeah, that's where my whole animation career came from, basically. And now I'm a YouTuber and a Twitterer, and now I can make that happen with 33 subscribers acting as my patronists. I just might be able to fulfill the goal. And who knows, maybe if the faithful 50 subscribers can help me live stream, see me animate all 33 of them, no, all 50 something of them can see me animate. Probably like the lowest quality. Speaking of quality, sorry for the quality of my videos. I was wondering about that too. So yeah, just gonna animate the little mini smear. Mirror. Yep. That's the mini smear, folks. That's the mini smear. It's the mini smear. The mirror. The mirror. Yep, it's the mirror. Yep, so you're just gonna animate these electric waves. And oh my god, this looks horrible. This looks like this looks like I wanna say Beetlejuice's throw up. If he just got shocked by Pikachu. Now this looks like Beetlejuice's throw up after he finished crying. That's what this looks like. This looks like Sonic the Hedgehog's head, but without the nose. Speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog, I actually uploaded thing on Anime Maker. It's called Sonic. I was actually I had pretty mixed feelings on it. I just didn't care that much for it. Sometimes I animate smoothly without even knowing, so it just happens. Eh. Okay, let's see how it looks. And it looks horrible. Actually, I'll just look at the whole thing. I animated this guy way too smooth. And this was going way too fast. But hey, that's supposed to be anime style. Give me a break. Speaking of, the first anime I actually watched was Pokemon Indigo League back in 2000 when it first came out. And now the last day to watch it on Netflix is March 31st, and I'm actually pretty pissed about that. You know, they I'm actually surprised of why. I'm actually pretty. You know what? I always wonder why Netflix removes their shows, like that are not from like the Netflix brand or something. But then again, my brain is smooth, so I don't know like if that has something to do with it or not. Maybe it's just like not Netflix original; they just remove it due to copyright reasons, or it's just like a legal thing on Netflix's side. But either way, still pretty mad. But again, it's not gonna be their fault. Speaking of shows getting removed, and I keep bringing topics up for no reason at all. I just want something to talk about. Just speaking of things getting removed, learning with Pibby. Yeah, we're talking about that monstrosity. Yeah, learning with Pibby just got a new trademark back in February of 2022. Nearly, I want to say 12 months after it came out. At the trailer, which makes no sense. I cannot speak today, I swear. Yeah, it just makes no sense to me. I styled it after a dummy because, well, this animation is at 10 FPS, the max limit FPS for Anime Maker, and nobody's ever gonna see it. So, but I just announced it. On a social media site, so we're probably gonna get a lot of commentary on that. As usual, I'm going for the 7DP for sticks. And what I'm going to do here is make him bend down, like sort of in defeat or something, because like he didn't see that coming, but at the same time he just got hit. So boop. Yeah, there's that. And I'm gonna make a small bruise. Yep, that's the bruise, ladies and gentlemen. That's the bruise. So again, yeah, I'm probably gonna get this on a playlist. The reason why I'm doing the zooms on the ground is just because, well, as I said in the previous video, I'm lazy, and it's because I want it to feel like more, like, open-ended, sort of like stickman leveled, I would say. Animating these things take a long time, especially since I want to make them smooth and appealing. And like, even if I'm making a trash animation, it takes a long time just to get the designs right. Even if it's for dummy. Which, speaking of, is like my mini OC, like kind of like for videos that, like kind of like for animes or videos that I just don't feel like working on that much. Oh my god, this is going way too fast. But yeah, pretty much I never actually thought of actually like doing a full-fledged dummy movie. Like in this type of sense, like the stick fighting thing. But speaking of which, like even if I do make dummy fight, it's like usually just like a test or something like that. But you know what? I'm gonna break out of tests. I mean, not all tests. Like the third anime test that I done on Ready Set Sequel. Yeah, that was trash, and I understand why I got a little amount of views. But I think that the ones that I work most hard on deserve more views and just deserve like overall more traction than my other ones. The trash ones understandably little views because they're just made kind of like filler episodes. Like say SpongeBob, for instance. It has a lot of filler just to pad out the season episode library and to basically fill in the gap between the hiatus. So yeah, my trash animation videos are kind of like that. And then I'm gonna make him cough out blood. Hold this frame for about 10 DP is good for me. What do you know? I actually guessed the DP amount. This animation looks all sorts of choppy right now. Yeah, so if this video is low quality, it is really not my fault. I really don't know what's going on AC video recorder side of things. But I assure you that this low video quality is not intentional. I repeat, not intentional. And there's no quality options for me anyway, so. Yep, you take what you take. I can't speak today, I swear. You take what you get. Yep, just coughing up blood. Blech. And the tough part is just coloring it in general. And I wouldn't say that's tough, but just keeping all the details in there. Oh, you know what I should add since he got hit with hit with an electric beam? I should add electric static things. Kind of like what Sonic had in that first movie trailer. And I'm just gonna make a flash of his eye. And then just gonna make and then his blood is kind of electric. And then when he pukes, the screen will flash, and then suddenly he'll have eyes. I just realized I'm spoiling my whole freaking animation. There's no point in screening this if I'm just gonna spoil it. But thankfully I've only spoiled half of it. This is probably gonna be a minute long. Because I want to be expansive, Just want to be that guy who just expands everything. You know what? The screen's not going to flash, actually. I'm not going to say it because it's spoiling it. So, yeah. Any Ready, Set, Go fan out there who's just oh my god, he leaked his own animation? No. I changed it, so it's not a leak anymore. Okay, so I'm going to cap it off. I'm going to cap this video off right here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy this. See you later.